How do you know if you might be letting fear run your life, or fear of control, fear of not being in control run your life? You know if that's a problem for you, if when things don't go your way, the way you had planned, the way you want them to go, that you freak out, you get worried, or you get angry if things don't go the way they want you to. So that's something we have to be mindful of and get back in control of. So I'm staying at a friend's house right now so I could get some writing done, take a break from the kids. And I had planned how this weekend was going to go. And already just on the way here, it took over 2 hours to get here. Traffic was so bad. I should have taken less than half that amount of time. And then I'm taking care of her animals while she's out of town. So I have a break from the kids, but now I have animals to take care of. Well, I had planned to try to get a good night's sleep and get 8 hours of sleep so I could be fresh for writing today. And the dogs woke me up at 3:20 this morning. I had planned to sleep till 6, or 7 would have been good. They woke me up at 3:20 this morning, and I tried my best to get back to sleep, and I could not get back to sleep. So that was a situation where in the past, I could have been triggered, and I would have been triggered in the past, my past self. Oh my God. And what I could have done, and you guys can tell me if you see yourself in this scenario. Do you lay in bed getting angry, getting mad, getting worked up? Oh my gosh, I'm never going to get back to sleep. Now I'm going to be exhausted all day. Now the weekend is blown. I'm not going to get any writing done because I'm going to be so tired. I'm not going to be able to concentrate. I'm going to be falling asleep, and this whole weekend is shot. That would have been how I would used to think of the situation. I'm just going to lay here, try to sleep, and just be ruminating about basically going over and over in my mind about how things didn't work out, and now my weekend's blown. Now I'm not going to get any writing done and all that. So instead, finally, I lay there for like 40 minutes just praying that I could fall back to sleep, and I didn't. So instead of getting mad and dragging around, I got up. I was like, oh, well, I guess God wants me to have an early writing day today. I had planned to, get up at 7 or 8 and then maybe have a good breakfast. And then I have a workshop from 9 to noon. And then I was going to write from noon until 8. Well, that's not going to happen today, because I know by 5 or maybe earlier, I'm going to be spent because I was up at 3. But I'm not letting it get me bent out of shape. I did not have control. This is the thing. I do not have control over the dogs barking nonstop at 3 this morning or 3:20 this morning. But I don't have to let it ruin my day. And in the past, I would have let it ruin my day. And you guys may experience this when you're in traffic and suddenly the road is closed and this is closed and things aren't going your way. Or you're in the grocery store and you're in a hurry and somehow you get behind the slowest person in the world. and you're trying to navigate around them, but their cart's in the way. How do you react? Are you getting worked up when things are not in your control? That's what you need to figure out. Am I letting little things that people do that I have no control over upset me? Am I letting it ruin my day? Am I letting it get me off kilter, get me anxious, get me angry, get me worked up? That's something you guys want to start to notice from now on. Does somebody not, fully washing the cups properly or putting them in the right cupboard, does that get you bent out of shape? Not everybody's going to do things the way you do them. And I've noticed this many times when my friend Tim, my coach and mentor, when he was alive, we would have disagreements all the time because he just thought differently than I thought. When we would be doing math problems, we would do the math problems completely different. We would come up with the same outcome, but he was like, "What are you doing? How you can't You can't do it that way. So it's interesting. How do you react to it? So what can you do about it? First of all, you can start to notice, okay, am I letting this get me upset? And then ask why. Why am I letting this get me upset? It's 6:20 in the morning now, so I've been up for 3 hours, and I had some time to think about this, and I was like, you know what? I gotta talk to you guys and tell you, what do you do when things do not go your way? How can you still move forward in what you had planned to do, even if things don't turn out? So, for instance, my mom was at my house, and she did laundry, and she washed some of our lawn. We got brand new, beautiful, fluffy, big, like spa white towels. Well, she washed it with something burgundy, and guess what? All our brand new towels turned pink. So that could have got us upset, but it was like, you know what? It's not worth it. It's no big deal. If someone puts something away wrong, or they don't make the bed the way you want them to, what are we letting get us worked up? Well, what are we letting get us upset? Okay, I'm probably not going to write today. Maybe I'll write till 5 today. But making the best out of the situation, whatever it is, not getting angry with people just because they don't do things the way you would do. That is a trait that we have to start learning. So when you guys, next time you guys see yourself getting like somebody does something, or the animals do something, somebody cuts you off, I don't know what it is that's going to trigger you. Before you let yourself get angry, get freaked out, get worried, you have to stop and say, okay, is this really going to ruin my day? I mean, am I really going to let this ruin my day? There's what happened, and then there's what we make out of it. So the dogs woke me up at 3:20. I couldn't get back to sleep. So that's just a fact. That's just what happened. What I could make out of it, what I could decide that meant, was my day is ruined. I'm not going to be productive today. My whole weekend, why did I even get a babysitter? My whole weekend is shot. I'm not going to finish my writing project, whatever. Or I could think, okay, well, instead of laying here, and fuming and being upset about it, I'm wide awake anyway. So why don't I just get up and work on it early? And then when I'm too tired, I'll just relax and watch a movie. Try to always think, okay, what is something positive that could happen with this situation? Ooh, I now have pink spa towels instead of white spa towels. Whatever it is, learn to take things with levity. Learn to try to find the silver lining in every cloud, because it's not worth being upset and bent out of shape about things you have no control over anyway. You may not be able to make the towels white again. You may not be able to go back to sleep. You may not be able to stop the traffic jam. You may not be able to stop the way someone makes the bed differently than you would want to. But just enjoy each day and learn to just let the things go that don't matter. Learn to really not get worked up unless it's something that's, vital. What is vital? That's a whole nother thing. My aunt, when I used to get upset when I was a teenager, my aunt used to always tell me, it's not arms and legs. And that used to annoy me so much. It used to irritate me. I'd be like so upset with my teenage hormones and emotions, and so like, my life is terrible. And she'd be like, it's not arms and legs, when something would happen. So what she meant is, if someone didn't lose their arm or they didn't lose their leg, it's not worth getting worked up over. So I want you guys to remember that when you get in that situation and you feel like you have lost control and everything is going downhill, just remember, it's not arms and legs. Just take it in stride, try to make the best of the situation, and move on. Live true, love hard, shine bright.